Alright, y'all. Let's get into this trade recap, bro. I'm gonna do this trade recap because, yeah, the live video was so fucked. Like, everything just keeps getting cooked for some reason. But, I'm trying to see if I can get this to, like, stay. Because I keep moving this shit. Whatever, bro. Just leave it there. But let's get into the trade recap. I noticed that on the live, I didn't realize how quiet it was. I had my voice isolation on, my mic settings, and I didn't realize. But, anyways, that's why I'm gonna make this video, and I'm gonna post this on YouTube so that it's more clear and concise what the fuck I did, and, like, you know what I'm saying. I just realized the whole live was a mess. It was just a mess, and yeah. So let's walk down CEO this trade. All right, come on. So I took the trade today on NQ. NQ and ES were trading the same. We had all these low resistance highs that I wanted to see get taken out, and plus we were in bullish bullish order flow on the higher time frame. We were in a slight 4 hour research what the fuck not recession. What I wanted to say recession. I meant to say retrace. Um, coming into New York session. So I already knew. Okay, bet we have these lows and highs that are gonna taken out. We're in a bullish order flow on the higher time frame. So what are you looking for? Longs, plain and simple. Um, so on the 4 hour and 1 hour, we're pretty much aligned up. Oh, 2 hour, 1 hour. We're pretty much aligned up. So on ES and Nasdaq, I went straight to 5 minute, watching the 5 minute order flow. We were bearish on the 5 minute order flow, right? Yes, coming. Yes, yeah. We were just slight retracement, higher time frame retracement, but on the lower time frame, there was like straight consolidation and resting liquidity that needed to be taken out. So, I don't know if y'all can tell, but this is pure. It's like the accumulation. We had New York Open manipulation, and then we distributed during the macro. So I kind of saw this picture perfect. So this today was low key a pretty easy day. So I waited. I took my first confluence was this 5 minute validation of this fair value gap. Not that this was the only reason, like not that like one invalidation of a fair value gap would you know what I'm saying, would confirm that bearish order flow has been completely invalidated like on the higher time frame, but on the 5 minute it was invalidated, which confirmed that okay, our 4 hour we're bullish on the 4 hour, our 1 hour is bullish, and now our 5 minute is bullish. So, bro, the moment that three time frames are aligned for me, I instantly go down to the 1 minute, and I'm looking for 1 minute confluences to then take my trade off of. So I had mentioned in the live that I felt like this 5 minute imbalance was also a lower time frame key level, because we used this same level and we broke structure to the downside on the 1 minute. Like we completely broke structure on the 1 minute to the downside, and at the same time we used the same little area to also break structure back to the upside. So I kind of was like, okay, I'm gonna look at this, just this little zone as like it's like some sort of key level that okay, I'm gonna maybe see price draw into, and we're gonna get a reaction out of, which is what we got. So at this point, I was really not going on any more higher time frames. I'm purely looking at the 1 minute and the 3 minute and taking my trade off of those. So boom. As you can see, we didn't get our we didn't get our 5 minute retrace, but we did get our 3 minute retracement. I usually do not take trades off the 3 minute time frame. I just use them in confluence with my 1 minute and 5 minute, because sometimes when the 5 minutes not giving me shit, like bruh, like if I was to not take the trade and or if I was to wait for a 5 minute retrace, bruh, there's no 5 minute retrace here that we could have taken this trade off of. So I just had to utilize the lower time frames, which I don't do all the time. But at the same time, we invalidated this 3 minute gap and this other one down here too. So, but the higher time frames hold more power. So the minute we invalidated this 5 minute one, I was low key like, okay, bet we're probably gonna see bullish order flow start flowing into the market. And plus, we swept out these London session lows too. So I already knew that this was some type of manipulation going on, especially whenever price tried to act like it was gonna respect this bearish gap. Um, but ended up disrespecting it, and on the 1 minute we retested into the key level that I talked about here on the lower time frame, and then from there we saw bullish reaction. So I entered my first aggressive position on the mini contracts. I'm starting to utilize the mini ones because I like the contract size of how they're low, so I can hop in with like two cons. Oh wait, did I not? What the Oh wait. Oh, that's ES. I was so confused. That was from Friday last week. Okay, but I was so confused, bro. I was like, wait, what? So I entered my first aggressive position on the mini contracts. Um, right after this candlestick closure. Once I think we had rejected like something. Once we rejected, I'd entered off that. So then, boom. Once I entered off that, I kind of was trying to wait for more confirmation. I wanted to see. I thought we were gonna get more of a retrace downwards, but we just kind of moved sideways a little bit. So I counted that as my retracement. Again, the 3 minute retrace. That's the method I used to then enter. Once we closed, once the 3 minute finally closed, we pushed back down, and then from there I was like, okay, bet. I'm gonna enter on the full side contracts. Still de-risked a little bit. I'm just still trying to get a feel of my edge in the market, because I'm confident in my edge. I just want to keep doing this, keep repeating it, so then maybe later on I can start putting more risk onto the market once I get a little more comfortable with my edge. So other than that, yeah, we enter my full size contract here. Stop loss was underneath this that little imbalance, that inverse fair value gap. And I wasn't really, I mean, even if I kind of like, we had a room to work with on the 1 minute time frame. I'm trying to pull it up so I can see me. So it's not really like fair value gap, but we had just this large, had all this space. Price still hadn't even come into the 50% extension, which is why I kept my stop loss a little bit underneath. I kept it a little bit low underneath the imbalance. At the same time, I wanted to put it underneath the little key level that I had marked out, because then if price was to come back down and close into that key level, then at that point I feel like my trade would have been invalidated. My trade idea would have been validated. So we need to scratch that and find out a new plan. But price turned out in our favor. Like I said, we took out these highs here. They were just resting liquidity, just waiting to be snatched up. And we hit full take profit on both positions. Wasn't in any drawdown, luckily. But I've noticed that's how my trades are usually, that kind of hit, that are like, I have a high win rate. They don't. I'm not really in drawdown for very long. I was in drawdown a little bit on this trade because we did. I entered aggressively on this one. It's a little bit different, but yeah. Other than that, pretty solid trading day today. We'll be on the charts tomorrow. I think we have unemployment news, so we'll be looking forward to that. Hopefully, we can low key make a move up to these daily highs on ES and Nasdaq. Yeah, Nasdaq got these 4 hour highs here that I want to see get taken out. Hopefully tomorrow, and on ES2, like just resting liquidity, just sitting there a whole bunch. So hopefully we trend bullish rest of the week. But other than that, it's gonna wrap up this trade recap, man. I'm gonna get this uploaded, and I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow, man. Deuces.